So I've decided to film over here, so there's not as much wind in the way, but let's get right into the story. If you guys haven't heard, CJ McCurry from Lorna Shore was kicked out of the band on the 23rd. They made a post saying, as of now, CJ is no longer a part of the band, and then soon afterwards, everyone started wondering, why is CJ out of the band? What's happening? And then just a few moments later, Metal Sucks posted an article showing his ex-girlfriend, or on and off again girlfriend, posting all these terrible tweets of the actions he's done and some racist text messages he's also been exposed for. And I've seen the internet's essentially torn him apart. I think his career's completely over. Even as a barber, which is what he's doing on the side for money, I think it's going to be hard for him to find a job now, because I guarantee the people on the internet have probably hit up his work and told them all the things he's done. He's most likely been fired, or he's in hiding right now. But I've just seen a lot of posts on Facebook and other things just absolutely tearing him apart, and I don't agree with a lot of the things he's done. I think some of them are pretty bad, but I'm here to kind of give a more unbiased approach to this. The number one thing people are really getting CJ for is saying that he is a pedophile and that he sexually abuses children. Well, his on and off again girlfriend of 4 years, they met when she was only 17, and he's only like a couple days younger than me, so he's 24, so he would have been 20 at the time, and she would have been 17, which I don't think is a really big deal, because that's actually a very similar age gap. I know in some states it's illegal for statutory rape or not, but I personally don't really think it's immoral. It's just some of the things he did to her. Like, I think he peed on her, did some stuff like that, which she did and she consented to, but later felt really uncomfortable about doing, which I think that's kind of gross, and I think that's really weird on his part, and I think that's one of the reasons why they're calling him like the R. Kelly of the metal world now. But I wouldn't necessarily say any of it was immoral. From the messages she's shown about their relationship, he's just done a lot of typical fuckboyery. And also there was this tweet or message of this girl messaging him and asking if it was okay for him to have sex with a 17-year-old in some state where maybe having sex with a 17-year-old would have been legal, which I find is a little weird. I wouldn't personally do that myself, but I mean, I think 17 is a perfectly fine age for sexual maturity, especially if you're in your early 20s. I don't find that completely immoral, but I personally wouldn't do it myself. So I don't think CJ should go to jail for that or be prosecuted for that. I just think it's a little bit creepy. And the rest of the tweets are kind of him just being a misogynistic fuckboy. And I don't know the other side of the story of what the girls might have said to him, but in no way it really looks good on him. He shouldn't have reacted the way he did and said those things back to those girls. I don't know what they said to him or what his side of the story is, because he's just deleted all his social media accounts and has essentially gone into hiding after all this has popped up, which I don't blame him for. I mean, Metal Sucks is just, they are freaking flagging him down. Like, if you read the article, they're making him look so bad. And Metal Sucks and everyone else online is just painting him out to look like the most terrible human being ever, which I don't condone anything he's done. I think what he's done is really bad, and I think he needs to be put in check for it. But I don't know, maybe he could fix himself or become better. I don't know him personally. I've met him maybe once or twice at shows, and he seemed like an alright dude, but I think he's getting a little more hate than what he deserves. I think the internet's really blown a lot of this out of proportion with the whole sexual misogyny allegations and everything else, because none of it was illegal. It was just stupid, basic fuckboy behavior. But what I have a huge problem with, and this is what I think he really needs to put in check for, is the racist messages he's sent and him just blatantly saying the N-word like multiple times like it's okay. That's what I have a huge issue with. Now, I don't know if CJ is actually racist or not. It just seems like he uses that word a lot when he's angry, and like he wants to use that as an insult and just kind of just put that word right there to anyone to people that piss him off, or any black person who makes him angry, which I can't go inside his mind and just say, oh, he's racist, knows if he actually hates black people or not, or has some type of prejudice against them. It just sounds like he wasn't really raised around the right crowd, and maybe a lot of his friends use that word a lot to, oh fuck, there's a wasp. Oh, it's a big fucking wasp. But what I think CJ needs to do most of all is just apologize for his misogynistic behavior, and especially apologize for those racist messages he sent, and maybe just make an apology video or come out of hiding and just try to make things better with the crowd, which it might be too late. People are probably still going to hate him, and become a better person and maybe talk to better people and surround himself with better people that'll put him on the right path to not treat women like how he's treated women, and just not blatantly say racist things like it's nothing, and like no one cares, and it's totally fine to just say the N-word anytime you want. That's not acceptable behavior, and I think he really needs to fix himself. I've linked the Metal Sucks articles down below that have all the tweets, and I want to have you go through, read them, decide for yourself. Don't just listen to other people and have them paint a picture in your head. Really use your critical thinking skills. Look at the tweets and the messages and decide for yourself what kind of person CJ is. And personally, Metal Sucks I really don't like Metal Sucks, but it's probably the best source that you can actually find all the tweets and look at them for yourself. But yeah, Metal Sucks, even in the text, they really, really made it out to make CJ look like the most horrible person ever in the text they have below about CJ. But I personally think that what CJ did is pretty bad. It's nothing really out of the ordinary at this point. I just think people can learn and fix their mistakes and become better. I don't think he did anything illegal. I just think he was being a dick and got exposed for it. And I just hope CJ can, maybe if he even watches this video, just work on yourself, man. Apologize for the things you've done and just take some time to improve yourself and just not be an asshole.